Hello, lovely people. Here we are again with this, my 1x setup, 3T, as yes unridden, untested. So I thought, as it's a nice sunny late Friday, September afternoon, so let's make some miles while the sun shines. I can tell you about the ongoing 3D debacle. No, the ongoing 3T debacle. Can't even say it. And yeah, change the wheels as well. So I think I'd better just stop prattling on about nothing in particular. There's sun to be had. Let's go to the woods. First thing I've noticed is that the wheels I had on here before were Alt, which are made by my ace friend Alex Boswell, who just finished first in the Southern Divide, by the way. Well done him. So these are the wheels that Bike Superior in the Netherlands got me a warranty upgrade from 3T when the bearings in the old wheels, which were WTB, just kept failing. They were the cheapest of the cheap. So these are slightly better. So maybe the bearings will last more than 2 weeks. But listen, don't make any noise. I want my mega loud free hub back. Maybe I'll have to get some old wheels. Racing the traffic at the traffic lights! I hate this road. This is the one that I really dislike riding my road bike on. So busy. Gosh, look at it. Hallelujah for bike paths. Stuff that. Ooh, this is the most road cycling I've done in a long time. Yeah, so I haven't really ridden my bike since July. Hello. And I could have taken my road bike out. I know that I could, but Cornwall is hell on earth between July and September. And especially where I live is like that road is pretty much the only road in and out, and they're digging it up and it's full of caravans and lorries and campers. It's very narrow, people get really angry and just can't face it. So without an off-road bike, just chose not to do it. Also, they're digging up a lot of roads in Cornwall. They're doing the main A30, so all the nice little routes that would take me an hour to 2 hours have all got all the diverted traffic on, and it's heavy traffic down small lanes. So I'm really looking forward to getting back on the road at some point, but yeah, not just yet. Maybe October will be the time. But right, so we're going to head to the top of the hill. I can't remember what size I've got on this. I think it might be 44 or 46. I'm not very good at remembering numbers. I just remember that my old cross bike was 40-38 for a long time, and that was very grindy. So hill number 1 coming up. I'll see you at the top. Hill up the hill. So they have these special cycle trails that have traffic lights, but they're not sensitive to bikes. So you just end up sitting here and hoping that a car goes behind you. Otherwise, you just got to go and press the button as if you're a pedestrian. So it's a nice idea. In actuality, not that effective. So we'll go and press the pedestrian button, I think. I haven't got all day, Cornwall County Council. And this is a busy road. It was almost instant. Hooray! I just have to pretend to be a pedestrian and not carve up traffic on a red light. Bloody hell. Just did less than a quarter of a mile in St Austell town centre. Nearly got run over about 4 times. Also nearly went into the back of a car that just pulled straight out in front of me and then just totally stopped without indicating. Oh, it's like all the experiences I've been missing out on and not riding for 3 months in the first 20 minutes. Enough of the hills. I haven't even got to the trails yet. Oh, that's better. No more town for me, thanks. But look how autumnal it is now. definitely nearly October, guys, isn't it? So my local bike shop were the ones that did the work on my bike, and I've just been over a slightly bumpy bit and I've noticed a noise that I don't think should be there. And correct me if I'm wrong, I suspect the cassette's not tightened up properly. I'll show you in a minute. But other than that, so far so good. I mean, that's a minor gripe, but we all know that if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. So let's do this. Next stop, top. Halfway up the gravel hill now. So this video is mostly about riding uphill. Ooh. I mean, I've always known there are a lot of hills around. I guess I've just been a bit fitter for the last 5 years. Hadn't appreciated just how many hills there are. But can't complain. So far so good on the bike. It's not too busy. I'm having a lovely time in the wrong gear. Welcome to the top of the hill. So, let's tell you about my bike. Here we have GRX 1x. I had to, there's like a massive shortage of 165 cranks for my little legs, and these are the ones off my 2x setup because there weren't any in the world that I could find. So I'm never any good at remembering numbers, so I've just had to have a look. 40, 42. So to be honest, as I was on my way up, it was a little bit grindy. So I do not speak Spanner or Allen key, as you all know. And I was told that I could use the same derailleur from my 2x setup to go on my 1x. So I just bought a cassette with that in mind, that you can put an extender on. Then I took it to the bike shop with the front chainring, my whole bike, the cassette and a chain, and they were like, well, you need a new rear derailleur. So that cost me another £114. But if I'd known I was getting a new 1x GRX, I could probably have gone for a bigger cassette, couldn't I? Go for like massive dish plate. So yeah, it was a bit grindy, especially on the little steep lips when you come up to the top here. But other than that, it changes really well, and it hasn't lost the chain once. Oh yeah, I just came down here and it's rattling. Listen. That's not done up properly, is it? One day it's going to work. But look at this. It's alright, isn't it? Don't mind the sunsets. Right, onwards. So, the verdict of my downgraded, upgraded bike is... Whoa, nuts! Definitely changing gear a lot better. Haven't flung the chain off going downhill. I'm quite happy with it. I've got Fulcrum Rapid Red wheels on now, and they are pretty cheap wheels, but they do get really good reviews. I think on Bike Radar they were like in the top 10 gravel wheels of 2023, so they're a bit heavier than the ones I borrowed, and other than the silent free hub, which I'm no longer used to, they'll do. At least they're fit for purpose and they work with bearings that go round and grip the cassette and everything. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I got a message on Instagram from 3T today. Oh, we're going across the bridge. There's nobody here, it's fine. And they basically, it took me commenting quite negatively, but not in a mean way, on one of their posts about Badlands, that they finally looked at my posts and said, actually, they did drop one on themselves when they said, oh, well, I'm the media person and I will pass this on to the warranty and customer service people. They are aware of your problem. I was like, oh, are they now? That's not really what I wanted to hear at this point, but we'll see where it takes us. I've probably spent £1,000 trying to get this bike working, so any help and support they're giving me, even at this point, I will gratefully receive, and that is that, to be honest. So that's all from me and 3T outside, having a lovely time. Skirt, skirt, all the gears, no fears. That's not really what they say, is it? I think my blood sugar's getting a little bit low. Gonna go home and have some food. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.